Welcome to Channel AMEC, your insight to the Australian visa system. Good day everyone, my name is Carl Young, your online YouTube visa consultant. Are you interested about migrate to Australia? Why don't you consider to subscribe to my channel and turn a little bell on the side, so once we have all the updates and news, you'll be the first one of getting all the insight. Now in this video, I would like to take you a little bit into the depth of the Global Talent Independent Visa, GTI, which has been very frequent and very commonly understood and inquired during the year of 2021, because this visa is actually the most prioritized visas in the whole category of the immigration and Australian visa system. Now there are two major reasons that you may get rejected. The reason I'm doing this video is I've been seeing people comment and contacted me, email me in regards how they have submitted their expression of interest and had been subsequently rejected by the immigration officer, by the GTI officer. I would like to address these two very frequent rejected reasons, so that in the future you lodge your expression of interest for GTI application, make sure you will dodge and don't get into that loophole. Okay, now before we start, I would like to take you into the actual web page of the GTI visa. Now it's under the visa for innovation. Now I believe a lot of people had gone through this website. Now the reason I'm taking you to see this web page is that it may seem very simple, and the simplicity of this web page does not equal to the simplicity of the visa application. I think a lot of people got actually confused, and they came into this web page and they go, oh wow, great, okay, I'm in the sector, I'm in digitech, I'm in the finance, so I can literally lodge a visa and get it done. But the problem is a lot of people miss out all the details. So the first very commonly rejected reason is that the officer basically came back and said there is no reason showing that you have been internationally recognized in the field of your expertise, in the field of the sector that you're in. So let's come back to the actual web page here. Now you got to be very careful. Although this is in bold, it can seem to be very simple, but the detail is here. Detail is here right there. It says the first line is the most commonly rejected reason that the applicant had actually lodged their expression of interest and cannot prove that they are internationally recognized with the evidence of outstanding achievement. Now in the policy, I've actually done a specific video on this one to explain the actual definition of what international recognized achievement or evidence of achievement may include. You might want to check that video out, because a lot of people just lodge the expression of interest rather than checking out the detail. Then you get a rejection. Now, once you have a rejections, no, obviously you can lodge a second time or third time, but the reference to yourself for this category of visa will be bad. Obviously, it will be a negative, because you have a history of records being rejected in the government system of Australia. So you don't want that to happen. Okay, you need to check that out. You need to make sure you have a very firm evidence of support to show that your expertise and your background is of the category of international recognized achievement. Now jumping to the number two most rejected reason. Now there's only two so far I've seen, is about the nominator. Okay, coming back to the web page again. Now if you read on here, it will say still prominent in the field of expertise. Obviously you show your word reference, you'll be proving that, provide evidence that you're being assets, have no difficulty getting employment. And the last bit is where people get rejected as well, because a lot of people, I've actually done a specific video to notify all the people that make sure you have a decision ready application. Don't bluntly just go into a GTI contact form and fill up all the detail and wishing and hoping that the case officer will come back with a positive result. No, it's not going to be like that. All the visa applications is a very, very complex process and complex procedures. If it's so easy, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have to be a consultant, expertise in the visa, because it's very complicated. Okay, so the last bit, and the second most rejected reason, is that they do not have a recognized organization or individual to be your nominator, and that nominator has to be national reputation in the same field of your nominator sector. Now, a lot of people came to me, although I've done so many videos, but a lot of people came to me and said, look, my friend Ben or my friend Amy in Sydney or Melbourne, well, they are Australian citizen, can they nominate me? No, they have to be, well, they can only if they are in your specific field of expertise, and they have to be national reputable. That means their ranking has to be so high. Now, I've done a specific video on how a national reputation actually been defined in the immigration policy. You may want to check that video out, because I've just seen so many people they bluntly lodging and submitting the expression of interest, and well, I cannot say 100%, but I will say 90% of these people, when I ask them, so who's your agent? Have you got a professional advice or service by a specific agencies? 90% of them came back to me and said they actually done a DIY. They did it by themselves. Now, that is the reason why DIY, well, you can do a DIY. The reason I'm doing all these videos is to assist you to do DIY, but still a very complex process of visa application or submissions. If you do DIY bluntly, it might cost you life, because your record has been recorded within the immigration system itself. Now, finally, I would like to take you into the Global Australia website, which has been prepared by the Immigration of Australia. I think it's a very good web page, and now they kept updating themselves. You may want to check it out, and also go into the top navigation, go to industry and technology, where the website actually provides you a more specific detail in every single sector. Now you can see that they have expanded more, and when you're clicking there, they actually expanded more into the specialization. So you might want to check them out, because a lot of sectors they are quite brief from the web page, but Global Australia had provided more detailed information. So they had advanced manufacturing, so what's included in advanced manufacturing, what's included in the cybersecurity, education, research, enabling technology and science, infrastructure, sport, okay, tourism, critical mineral, space tech, defense, clean energy and renewable, circular economy, digital games. A lot of people actually got GTI through digital games and filming as well, in the 3D and all this kind of technical stuff. They want the top people: agri, food, health, life science, and the financial service and fintech. So again, I cannot stress too much, but I'm doing this video just to give you a heads up, because there has been so many people trying. Well, they may give a go for a trial on the expression of interest on GTI, but then they end up with a failure and negative result from immigration, which obviously is no good and could affect negatively for your future visa applications. Anyhow, should you have more questions, more than welcome to leave a comment right down below, and I see you next video. Goodbye.